it's Kirstie and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am participating in the 2019 Fall DIY and Decor Challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy. Today, I will be sharing with you 3 very easy, simple DIYs to add that fall touch anywhere in your home. These are very quick and simple to make, great to do with kids, and will likely use items that you already own around your home. If you're new here, I am a home decorating enthusiast with interior design training. I'm also a new mom to a 5-month-old baby girl, Chloe. On my channel, you will find decorating videos, house tours, DIYs, and simple tips and tricks videos. So if you're interested in learning more, I would love if you hit that subscribe button and join me here in my YouTube family. Now let me show you those 3 simple DIYs. This first DIY is for a very simple fall garland. It would be a fantastic one to do with kids so long as they had supervision with the hot glue gun. For this, you'll also need some wooden beads, some jute twine. The one I'm using is about 5mm thick. You'll also need a pair of scissors and some small fall decorations. I have some mini pine cones and some mini pumpkins, as well as some scotch tape. First, take your jute twine and measure out how long you'd like your garland to be. Mine is approximately 3 feet long. Next, take a very small piece of scotch tape and wrap it around one end of the jute twine. This will prevent the end from fraying and make it far easier to thread through your wooden beads. Next, at the opposite end of your jute twine, create a loop. This will give you something to hang the garland with when it's finished. First, take one of your wooden beads and thread it onto your jute twine all the way down to the knot of the loop that you created. Create a knot right beside that bead so that it's secured in place against that loop. Next, use small amounts of hot glue to adhere your mini fall decorations. I'm doing this in a little bit of a pattern: bead, pine cone, then pumpkin, and repeat. I spaced mine fairly far apart along the string as well for a more minimalist look. But depending on your style, you could absolutely space them closer together. You could even butt them right up against each other, whatever your heart desires. And finally, all that's left to do is create a loop at the end of your garland, and it is ready to hang or display in any manner that you like. Instead of hanging mine, I actually chose to drape them over decorations around my home to add that little fall touch. And while these are very simple and took me only a few minutes to create, I love their rustic vibe and the way that they turned out. This next DIY is a super simple bow made from scraps of ribbon. So I have a selection of fall inspired ribbons here. You'll also need a pair of scissors, some floral wire, as well as a pair of wire cutters. To create this ribbon, first start by arranging your scraps of ribbon in a pile from longest to shortest. You don't need to be super specific about this, and if there's any pieces that you aren't happy with, simply trim them to length. Next, cut a piece of floral wire long enough to wrap around your ribbons and twist tight at the back. Then, using your thumb and forefingers, gather the ribbons in the middle and take your floral wire, wrap it around the ribbons and twist tight at the back to secure everything into place. Once everything is secure, just trim off the excess pieces of wire with your wire cutters. Work through each piece of ribbon and dovetail the ends. I like to do this after the ribbon is secured together so that I can adjust the length of any pieces as needed. But you could also do this before you secured the bow together with your floral wire. Finally, just spend some time fluffing out your bow, pulling the pieces in different directions, side to side, forward and back, to create a really full looking bow. This took only a few minutes to make and is a great one for beginner bow makers. For our third DIY today, you will need a lantern and some faux florals, as well as that bow that we just created, some pipe cleaners, a pair of wire cutters, and a hot glue gun. First, wrap your pipe cleaner around the center of your bow and twist it in the back a couple of times to secure it in place. My lantern has holes in it, so I was able to thread the ends of my pipe cleaner through those holes and secure it on the inside of the lantern. If yours doesn't have this option, you could tie the bow to the handle or hot glue it into place. Next, I'm just taking some of my faux florals and playing around with their placement in and around the bow and lantern until I'm happy with the look. Again, because my lantern has holes in it, I was able to just place the flowers where I liked. If yours doesn't have this option, you'll probably need to hot glue them into place. And here is how the finished lantern turned out. I'm displaying this in my entryway and I just love how it looks. I think this is such a wonderful way to add a fall touch to any lantern in your home that you display year round. So I hope you enjoyed the video today and you might give one of these DIYs a go in your own home. If you liked it, I would love if you could give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check in the description box below for a link to the playlist to watch the other participants in the Fall DIY and Decor Challenge for this year. Thanks for watching and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!